Welcome back to another fantastic instalment of Coaching Uncharted out here, big in the game.
Headquarters.
So, let's talk Bolinao. What did you think about Bolinao?
Bolinao was nice. We didn't spend an awful lot of time there. We done the waterfalls and we went to the enchanted cave, which was a really nice day.
Yeah.
The weather was gorgeous. The whole thing was so fascinating because it used to be underground. So there was a lot of, what are they called?
Clams, big clams.
Yeah, but
What are they called?
what are them things that when the prehistoric and you find like some bones in a rock? Do you know what I mean? Oh, come on.
Some bones in a rock. What bones did you find in Bolinao? Huh? What bones did you find? Apparently she found bones in Bolinao, guys. I don't know.
I didn't find bones.
You found bones?
I did not find bones in Bolinao. I found a dog which was bony though.
You're talking about a...
Do you know what I mean? You know what
Fossil.
I mean. A fossil, there we go. So the clams were fossils. They were not 100% shell, and they had a lot of dead coral that was kind of like formed within the rocks, and it was very fascinating. It was really, really beautiful, and they'd just put like flat bits of cement within it so that you could walk on it without damaging everything on the sides. They built like a pathway throughout and kept everything very natural, all of the trees. There was a lot of plants everywhere. It was a really, really nice place to go, wasn't it?
It was really nice, yeah.
So I enjoyed Bolinao. It was a nice place. The beach was beautiful. We didn't spend a lot of time on the beach.
Nah,
We
surprisingly.
probably, yeah, to be honest with you, I think we kind of missed an up there. We should have done a day on that beach. That was a really nice beach.
We only managed to spend like 2 full days in Bolinao, so I wouldn't say we are entirely qualified to speak about
The whole entire area.
the area, but we can just say our piece on the amount of time that we did spend there. And I would say that the beach looked really nice.
Well, we spent the first day that we arrived. We went to the beach. You played with the kids. That was
no,
brilliant.
I didn't play with the kids. The
You
kids
got
beat
beaten.
me up.
Yeah,
Let's get it right.
They
They beat me up.
True. And then you had your haircut on that beach.
Yeah.
So we did spend some time on the beach, but normally we'd do like a full beach day.
Yeah.
But because we'd already got the drone stuff and we'd already kind of like been there, we didn't want to give you double takes on things. So we probably could have got another day out of it, but we were on a time scale, weren't we? A time schedule. So we tried to do the best of the area. So there was waterfalls that we missed. We're aware of that.
I think there was
But
one.
we picked
The
best.
better one, yeah.
Definitely.
So I'll tell you, let's carry on about the cave pool. So when you actually get to, what's it called?
Enchanted cave.
Enchanted cave.
And miniature village.
Yeah. Now the cave pool was probably, we've done 2 different underground cave pools, right? One was in Boho, and that had bats in it.
Yeah.
And a bat, to put it bluntly, shit on me.
True.
Right, so I don't know, I can't remember where it shat on me, but the bat,
on your arm.
was it on my arm? So the bat shit on my arm. So you can only imagine what was in the water. There's probably,
I swam in that water. I didn't care.
if you drunk the water, then you've drunk bat shit.
Well, I didn't drink the water.
I hope you
drank
did.
the water.
No, but if you accidentally like put it in your mouth or open your mouth underwater, that's
I'm
bat
that
shit.
way. I'm that way.
So,
You had it on your skin.
well, yeah, the raw essence of shit. But this enchanted cave pool had no bats in it.
Yeah.
Which means the water is pristine, clean,
crystal
and clear. No risk of bat shit, no bat poop in the water, no bat anything in that cave.
There was no bats. We actually looked for them for that reason because the last one had it.
It was really clean. So if you're gonna go to an underground cave pool, you're best off going to this one in Bolinao because it's clean.
Watch your head.
That clip. I'm gonna insert the clip. Let me put that in there.
Yeah, watch your head.
So
good job I had that hat on, innit?
Yeah.
Boink, boink.
If I remember correctly, it was really cheap also to get into the actual Enchanted Village.
It was a cheap day.
I think it was like, you have to double check the video, but I think it was 200 peso to enter the village and then to swim. That incorporated the swimming.
The swimming in the swimming pool and in the Enchanted Cave, because you get a stamp on your hand, but obviously as soon as you go in the water the stamp comes off, so you have to keep your receipt with you, so that when you get to the swimming pool you show them your receipt to say that you have paid extra to be able to swim in the water. So it's only like 50 peso more to swim though, isn't it?
Yeah, so it was 150 peso to enter the village. It was 200 if you want to swim in the cave pool. So the 150 just gets you in. You can go down to the cave pool, but you're not allowed to get in. So if you pay the extra 50 peso, make it 200, you can go and swim in the cave pool. And then for another 50 peso, you can climb the big cross. So they're your options. So if you do everything,
minimum it's going to cost you 150 per head to get in, plus your parking, which was 50. Maximum it's going to cost you 250
to do everything, parking. And then plus another 50 peso to get your parking if you drive. So if you drive your own car, it's going to cost you 300 peso basically to do everything. Obviously you've only got to pay for the car once, because you ain't going to have multiple cars. That would be strange. But yeah, it was really nice. I enjoyed it.
Nice day. It was very nice. It was scorching hot as well.
Oh, it was so hot.
It was such a nice day. Didn't expect it to be that cheap either. We kind of thought we'd probably pay a little bit more than we did. The one thing that I didn't like about the place was the monkeys. Yeah, they did have like a little shed house thing to go in and like stay out of the sun, but the chains that they were on weren't very long. They did say to us that when closing time is, when it's closing time, they let them off the chains and they have other places to roam. I can't imagine they let them off the chain, whether they put them on a longer one or in an enclosure, or I'm not sure, but they definitely need a bit more freedom, longer chains if they're going to keep them. They said that they were, I think if I remember rightly, they were given to the Enchanted Cave Village from someone who'd bought them and couldn't look after them anymore. But the reason that they are on chains throughout the day is because they rob people's bags and glasses and food and drinks and
they're macaques. They will rob everything if they can.
That's the reason apparently that they're tied up, so that that doesn't happen. And then they said that they do let them off and take them out of the trees in the evenings. So I'm not sure.
I don't believe it.
You have to kind of make your own mind up about that. We did read that they were there. There was a couple of cages with different birds in as well. We didn't
was it?
Yeah, it was by the monkeys. We didn't go over and see them. They had quite a big cage, considering there was loads of dogs. The puppies.
Yeah, the puppies, yeah.
They were the most adorable things I've ever seen in my life. I felt really bad for the puppies who couldn't walk, but then if you think about it, they don't know any different because they were born like that. So it's not like all of a sudden they can't walk and it hurts them. That's just how it is for them. But they were being rehabilitated. It actually seemed like the place looked after their animals, like they were animal lovers. Whereas a lot of places in the Philippines that we've had experience of, you have animal lovers within the community, not many of them, but like there's a lot of strays everywhere and people are just like, oh yeah, they're just strays, whereas it kind of breaks our heart to see strays, doesn't it? Whereas this place, everyone in there loved the animals. So maybe they do different with the monkeys, we're not sure. But that was the only thing that I was a bit like unsettled on for the whole day.
It wasn't ideal. But
as a whole, as a general, it was a really good day. And I love how everything was underwater at one point. It was amazing, absolutely amazing, fascinating to look at. So, successful day.
The swimming pools are really nice as well. We only visited the adult pool. We didn't go to the kids pool.
Don't know why, because he's a child.
So the outdoor adults pool it had all music playing, so you could have a little jam, a little vibe, you know. Everyone was all jumping in.
Were there.
Yeah, it was really nice and relaxed, and I actually really enjoyed that. It was actually really, really nice. So hot, but the pool looked so clean. So
it was crystal clean.
It was wicked.
Yeah,
it was really
it was crystal clean, and also it wasn't warm water, so it cooled you right down when you got in. It was like the same water that was in the cave, so it cooled you right down when you got in, and it was really refreshing, wasn't it? It was a nice day.
I loved it. And then the next day we went to Bolinao Falls.
Bolinao Falls 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently there was Bolinao Falls 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I can only guess that one of them was above Bolinao Falls 1. There was like some water people sitting in.
We walked to 2.
We didn't go in it.
A lot of people there for a small waterfall, so we decided to fly the drone instead.
Yeah, we opted to fly the drone, but I'll tell you this. It's a bit of a bad road to get to Bolinao Falls. Bit of a funky drive. We did it, so
surprised we didn't pop a tyre.
Yeah, I know. It's
I
like,
really am.
A lot of it was bad road, but once you get there, it is wicked.
They are doing the road though, because on our way back we got caught by the building people who do it. Yeah, they were actually doing the road, so it is in the process of being sorted.
I love that waterfall.
Bolinao Falls 1 was beautiful. It was really nice. The water again was crystal clear.
So green.
People were jumping off the top of the waterfall. I don't know how or where they get the guts from, but let me just tell you, here at Coachman Charlotte headquarters, we are not adrenaline junkies, and don't ever ask us to go and jump from Cowsand Falls and all that canyoneering business, because it isn't going to happen here, because we're a pair of wimps, okay?
I am not throwing myself off of any waterfall.
Ever.
I don't believe I can fly. I'm not R. Kelly, okay? I am not doing it.
Yeah, no, sorry. We are not no. It's not there. We don't have that. We prefer our feet on the ground.
And that is where they stay. Don't mind a little jump. You know, a little hop and a jump. That's it.
Do you know what I prefer? To walk in and swim. Yeah, that's good to get. But we got some good video of other people jumping. So basically, if you ever see us and you are an adrenaline junkie, we'll record you doing it. Okay? Thanks.
Sorted.
In advance.
The water is not salty water. It's obviously like spring water, I guess. So you can open your eyes under the water. So if you haven't brung your goggles, don't worry, because you can open your eyes. It's fine. You can buy some little snacks down there. We got lumpia, drinks. You can get
crisps, and there's like a sari shop down there.
Yeah.
They also hire canoes out, and they have a raft, a bamboo raft, which you can pay extra. We're not sure how much, because again, it's not really our kind of thing. But you can pay extra to get onto the raft and have a waterfall massage, they normally call it, isn't it? So you lie on the raft and it takes you underneath the water, so that you kind of get battered by it, and it just doesn't sound like my idea of fun. But they were doing that. You can rent kayaks, buy food, drinks, snacks,
I think
life jackets you can hire there as well.
Also, they had the what do you call them? The tables under the shade. Cottages. So you can bring your own food.
Yeah.
And you can eat your own food under the cottages. I think there was maybe like 4 or 5 cottages, maybe 6, maybe even more than that.
Because the more you walked up, the more they had as well.
Yeah, there's more.
So there are a few different ones that you can rent out for the day. We actually sat at one and never got approached for any money. So I think there's like a couple of picnic tables at the bottom, which is where we sat. We never got charged or asked for any money to sit at them. Normally you do. But then obviously there's the like actual cottages a bit further back, where those big families sat in there with a load of their own food and their rice cookers and all the rest of it. So
if I was you, I would bring the whole family down. I'd have the food there. I'd bring my own food, cook it up, boom, 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 and you will have the best day.
It's actually one of them places. We've been to a few waterfalls, and some waterfalls you visit and you're there for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and then you leave because you just like to look at it, and then you need to go because it's cold, or there's no sun, or
there's no room,
you can't swim, there's no people. There's too many people and no room. It's rocks, you can't sit down. It kind of all depends on the setting of the waterfall, whereas this one had a lot of flat surface, or flat-ish surface, where you could actually go there in the morning. You pay your entrance fee. What was that, like 30?
I think it was 30 to get in, and then I think we had to pay for parking,
which was 30, I think.
Yeah. Can't remember off the top of my head.
It's in the video though, so you can check that out.
Pretty cheap.
But it was very cheap. You turn up, you can park. There's parking spaces in the shade. You pay to park. You go down. There's like a load of steps you have to walk down because obviously it wouldn't be a waterfall unless there was stairs, right? So you walk all the way downstairs, and when you get to the bottom, it's the type of place that you could just take your whole family and you can be there for the whole day.
Yep.
The waterfall is ahead of you. There's a big pool in front of the waterfall. Then there's like a walkway, and then on the left behind the picnic benches there's like a river. So there was a lot of kids playing in the river because it was very shallow, and then there was a lot of adults swimming in the actual pool. So it's perfect for everyone. Really nice day out, and it's the type of place where you would take your kids and just have the day there.
Family day.
Yeah, really nice. Yeah. Really nice for a family day. Accommodation I have to mention as well, because the accommodation was brilliant. We drove up and down this road along the coast for so long, going in every accommodation, asking for prices. We didn't expect the north to be as expensive as it was, like central north. The accommodations were usually ranging between 12, 15, 16 to 2k like per place, and it was because it's not set already for foreign tourism. So everywhere we went there was no foreign tourists anywhere, and we found and realized very quickly that each room that they rent out has more than one bed in it, and it's because they charge you like 2,500 per room, because the rooms have like a minimum of like a double bed and a single bed, or a double bed and another double bed with mattresses, so you can like have your whole family there. So that big price is normally shared between like quite a lot of people. You
can just buy mattresses or foam to go on the floor.
You rent out like extra foam to go on the floor for the kids or whatever, or extra people. And so if you think of it, the 2k between a whole family, it's a really, really good price. But obviously when you're paying that price for just two of you and it's every day, it adds up, and we spent quite a bit on accommodation.
We did, yeah.
But we found this incredible place called
Cub
Hotel.
Yes, yeah.
And you drive into this little fence, and there's like a shack and a kitchen, and that's where you register and they cook your food. Then you drive down a hill, up a hill, and you're on the beach. And then they've got kubos either side and a big space in the middle for tents. So we realized very quickly, like, this is where Filipinos come for their little holidays. This is like local tourist spots, because everybody rents a tent. And we arrived in the week, stayed for a couple of nights, and on the day we were leaving it was the weekend, and we came out of our little hut.
A sea of tents.
Everywhere just had tents. There was hundreds of them. You literally couldn't drive down to the beach.
We come out, I was like, oh hello, where did these come from?
And the tents were so cheap as well. I think you got like a 2-person tent for like 399 yeah, with breakfast included. So in the Cub Hotel we rented a kubo. Fan only, doesn't come with a bathroom. There is a communal bathroom, and there's a cooking area, and there are communal showers. However, we hit a little bit of gold because our accommodation room that we had, there's fan rooms and air conditioning rooms. The fan rooms are 1,000 per room between two, with breakfast included. And the air conditioning was not working in one of the Cub Hotel, in one of the kubos. So we got the broken aircon room. They gave us a fan, which had its own private bathroom. So we got a little bit extra for our money there, didn't we? Because if we'd have gone in a fan room, which they had none left, I don't think, we'd have no bathroom, and we would have had to use the communal ones. But I think clever arse over here decided on the first night to lock us out of our own bathroom. Yeah, do you remember that? Yes, he locked us out of our own bathroom. And you will have known about that if you were on our Instagram, because I put on Instagram stories. So we had to use the communal bathrooms on our first night because we couldn't get into the bathroom, could we?
I don't know what went through my mind. I just pressed the lock thinking that we had the key, because we had a big gaping hole in our bathroom, so I thought someone might jump through or something, you know, just not really thinking.
It wasn't a big massive gaping hole. There was a gap at the top of the wall between the roof and the wall. There was like a rectangle cut out, which was probably like for a window that never got fitted or something. It wasn't massive.
I don't know why I even bothered locking it because of that, because you can unlock the door from the
inside the bathroom, which was my point.
I don't know what the whole, but we didn't have a key, and it was like 12 o'clock at night, so
no one was up.
we couldn't get into the bathroom until the morning, and then they had to come with a little machete to open.
Because they'd also lost the master key for the bathroom, so we were like, oh my god, we've destroyed this accommodation. We've been here like a night. So don't do that, okay? Because they lost the master keys. If you're gonna stay in the accommodation in the aircon rooms, don't lock your bathrooms because you can unlock them from the inside. Anyway, just learn from our mistakes, okay?
Also, the aircon cubos were 1,800.
Were they? I
Yeah.
forgot how much they were.
1,800
1,800 with a private bathroom.
1,000 for the fan room.
Yeah, including breakfast for two. So your breakfast is like very traditional Filipino. You get like your tocino, egg and rice, or your longaniza, egg and rice, and a coffee or a hot chocolate with that. And they also cook your dinner for you if you request it, so you can tell them what you want and they'll cook it fresh for you, and then you tell them what time you want it, and then you pay for it like as you go or at the end. And our food never came to more than like 300 for the two of us. So
really cheap,
really good value for
good
money,
food.
and it was filling. They didn't give you like a tiny little bit. So the first night we had like chicken adobo, and then we had boneless bangus.
Or
Bangus.
the bangus.
And then, oh, it was magic.
Is good in Pangasinan. I always get it.
No.
Panag.
No.
Pangasinan.
No, nearly.
What is it?
Pangasinan.
What did I say?
You said.
I said that.
You never.
I did.
You did not.
I definitely did.
Watch it back. You never. Panigatan or something you said.
So the bangus there, it has a reputation. Pangasinan. Yeah?
Yeah.
Pangasinan has a reputation for its bangus.
Does it?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised because the way that woman cooked that, oh my god, I could eat that for the rest of my life. And since I had it there,
special.
I've had it loads, haven't I? I'm like, do you need bangus?
So you know like Cebu has like the best lechon?
Yeah.
Pangasinan, no, I said it wrong. Pangasinan has the reputation for the bangus.
Well, learned something new. There we go. It was delicious, and
Masarap.
I think it was sobrang masarap.
Oh, super.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Much delicious. So, we paid, I think, maybe 150 per person for that because we had veggies, rice, and the fish, I think, and then a drink as well. But we never paid more than like 300. Actually, no, online, I think one time we paid 200 each because we both got two different dinners. And I got one night noodles from there. You could have fed like an army with the amount of noodles she gave me. I couldn't eat it. I was eating it for about half an hour and it didn't go down in size. I was just like, it looks like I've eaten nothing, and I was so full. So
could have fed an army on that.
Yeah, exactly. I just said that. But I think the value for money where the food was concerned, and the accommodation was beautiful as well. Like you went in, you had your aircon or your fan, you got a television. We didn't watch the TV, but you got a TV. The layout of the room was beautiful, and at one night we also had a roommate.
Oh, the Hornet.
In form of the Hornet. So just a little word of advice, we wouldn't have slept that night if we didn't have a mosquito net, because that hole in our room, the hole in the room though was where the air conditioning unit would have went, but because it's broke, it's been taken out, so it left a hole at the top of our kubo.
Wait, you're forgetting that these guys are Filipinos. They will see the Hornet and just go whack, slap it straight around the head, out. See you later.
Not me.
We're scared of the Hornet. We don't want to get stung.
Terrified. You should have seen the state of us. Chris was like, you turn the light off, and I was like, I'm allergic to them. I am not getting out of this net. So he turned the light off. I held it open. He got back in. Then the light was off, so I had the phone torch on. The Hornet seen my phone light, tried to attack the phone light through the net, so it was like on our net, and it was just a nightmare. Like
it was like that big. It was huge.
It was like a basketball. It was massive. There's some basketball-sized Hornet in our room. Yeah, no. Bolinao was an experience, but it was a good experience, wasn't it?
I really enjoyed it, yeah. So they're the only 2 days, or 2.5 days, that we can gauge Bolinao on. But I would happily go back, because I know that there's been some comments that said there's some islands that we can visit, and we know that there's one specific island we can visit.
There's one island I wanted to visit, which I found out about on the day that we went to the Enchanted Cave, because the man actually told us when I was like, oh my god, these giant clams. you can go to this island and there's hundreds of these giant clams on the island. But again, we were on like a time restriction limit, and we knew that we would be back in the area at some point. So if we do everything now, when we have other plans to visit, we'll have nothing left to do. So if there's something amazing that we've missed, don't think that we just ignored it and weren't interested. We missed something amazing, it's because we want to come back. We won't miss something amazing unless we're coming back. So don't worry, Bolinao, we are coming back.
It was a little bit pressed for time with the whole Panag Benga festival, so we had to go and do certain things and then move on to make our way to Baguio.
We had to choose what we were going to do in each place, didn't we?
For the short time that we was in Bolinao, I loved it. Did you love it?
I did. I really enjoyed it.
Really enjoyed it. So again, like as did Pandakit in Zambales, Bolinao gets the thumbs up from
hit
us.
or miss? Definitely hit it. Yeah,
massive hit. I really enjoyed it, and I'm just a bit sad that we didn't get to see more or spend more time there, but we will be back. No problem.
Islands, we're coming for you.
No problem. So
North Luzon 2.0 coming at you.
So if we have missed any info that you want to know, drop the comment. We will reply 100%. We will reply.
Well, we'll definitely reply. Whether we know the answer or not is a different question. But yeah.
That is true. So thank you very much for joining us on our second
travel chat
episode. Second one.
Let us know if you need, enjoy, like, or think these are a good idea, because to be honest, I think a little recap of each place we go to is a good idea, because we get so many questions asking us, how did you get there, what did you do, where did you stay, what were the prices like, and
can't always remember.
Yeah, it's very difficult. So if we have like recap videos, if you're planning on going there yourself, or you want to have a different idea of a place to stay, or you want to go but you don't know where to stay, we can give you them kind of recommendations, and we're going to give you our honest opinions on everywhere. So if we have a bad time in one of the places, then we're going to tell you we had a bad time. Just like I said about the monkeys, it wasn't ideal. I didn't really enjoy that part of it. Didn't ruin my day, but it was definitely something I was very, very aware of. So these little recap vids, hopefully they are useful. We hope they are. If not, then it's just welcome to listening to us waffle for a while. And yeah, see you in the next one.
Peace.